I normally don't do a video like this. This is a little different, but I had to say something because there's a situation going on in North Carolina that I want to bring to your attention, and it's pretty scary. I live in Southern Virginia, right across the border from North Carolina, and I had a neighbor of mine go down after the floods to help, and he had a company that had helicopters, and they sent him home. So I'm like, what? Isn't FEMA down there? He goes, no, not where I am. So then I had another neighbor, Bill St. Pierre. He has a woodworking shop. We did a video before. And Bill came up to me and he said, do you know what's happening in North Carolina? I said, no. I brought Bill on to share what's going on because this is a situation I want to bring to everyone's attention. Bill, thanks for coming on.
Yeah, you bet.
So what's going on in North Carolina?
Well, obviously, they got hit with a major disaster, something that I've never seen in my lifetime. I went down about a week and a half after the storm. I put out a little thing on my Facebook page to see if I could do something. I have an excavator. I have a business that I run here in Floyd, but I knew I could slip away for a few days and go down and do a little something. When I got there, I couldn't believe what I saw. I couldn't believe the devastation. I couldn't believe the homes that were demolished by the flood, the roads, the stores. Everything was just in shambles. At that time, the Army National Guard was coming in, bringing food and materials and generators out to people that they couldn't get to, and they were flying it in. There was a lot of people that you could get to, but yet they had no homes, and their homes were washed away. And everything and everyone that I talked to, they didn't know what to do. These people don't like to ask for much. They don't want anything. But when your home is completely destroyed and you have no flood insurance, why would you have flood insurance when your house is on the side of a mountain? Or FEMA was down there. Everybody that I talked to did not see FEMA. Some
Wow.
people that did get to go, they had to go to the FEMA office, and they did, but they were only offered, very little money. That wouldn't even do cleanup. Well, what they're telling me, and this isn't things that I'm saying, this is what these people are telling me. If they were to build, they have to carry flood insurance, or FEMA wants their money back. Well, for some of these families were getting quotes on flood insurance that was $700-800 a month. They can't afford that. And it was just devastation, no place to haul all the debris, no place to get materials. You couldn't get into the quarries to get gravel for driveways because the dump trucks were lined up for a half a mile, hauling to all the state roads. It was an area that was not designed for a hurricane. And they got a major, major hurricane, 20 some odd inches of rain in just a day or two, and it just unleashed on them. And now they're all in shambles and they don't know what to do.
I guess I was initially under the impression that there are crews down there, it's organized, FEMA's down there, the Red Cross is down there, everything's being handled. I mean, I haven't seen much in the news, but that's not really what's happening.
And I was trying to be careful on my social media. I wasn't picking sides. But when I'm down there and I'm actually talking to these people, yes, FEMA was down there. Yes, the Red Cross was down there. But when you're talking thousands and thousands of people without homes, their kids have nothing. And when you didn't just lose your home, you lost your clothing, you lost your vehicle, you lost your wallet, you lost your keys, you lost your identity, you lost everything. And when they go to FEMA and they don't have these things, they don't have a social security card, they don't even have a piece of mail that they can prove that they're a U.S. citizen. So to get everything done, to cut through all the red tape, some of these people are being offered, for instance, one family I've been working with were offered $3,000. It's probably going to cost them at least $200,000 plus just to rebuild. Their house stood, but just to rebuild the damage to their home. Another family that I'm helping did get what they call me the maximum FEMA check, which was $30,000. So one of the families did receive $30,000, but we have to tear their house down, clean up the site, which we're doing for free. And most everybody down there is doing a lot of the work for free. Unfortunately, the contractors now are having to start charging something because they can't do this forever. But $30,000 isn't going to build you a new home. It's not even going to clean up the home that you have destroyed, which is now a half a mile downstream. And then the homes that were half a mile upstream are now on your property. So I'm not seeing a whole lot of help from the government. Nobody has seen the governor. Nobody has seen a president. Nobody has seen anybody. And it's almost like a third world country. I've been working in Ashe County, in and around Boone and Jefferson, North Carolina, and I'm not even in the hardest hit areas. You know, these areas were pretty well devastated, but you get down near Asheville and, you know, some of these towns that were basically almost wiped off the map. And when the media comes in, they show the town, but they don't
Mhm.
go out on the side roads and they don't go up
Mhm.
into the valleys where these homes are just completely gone. And it's just a little overwhelming. It's hard on all the people down there working. You're talking to these people, you're you know, trying to help them. They have nothing. I've just never seen anything like this in our country. I've never seen anything like this.
Yeah, it's the strangest thing because I've been watching other videos people are posting, and apparently some people are getting acid burns on their body from chemicals in the rivers and water. Like there's a lot of weird going on down there right now.
The septic systems that a few of the homes I was working on, you could smell the septic because it was just overwhelmed. Septic tanks were broken, and are now all downstream and just washing up in people's wells, shallow wells. So some people are having their wells tested so that they can use them. But if you think about it, yeah, why wouldn't all that stuff be contaminated? Of course it's contaminated.
There's like thousands of people that are not being helped right now, probably more in even close to where you are. Is that true?
I would drive down on some of these roads and count, you know, 20, 30 homes just destroyed.
Mm.
Maybe their porches were just ripped off, but the water got up into their homes. They've had to go in and completely gut the whole house out. And that's just the area that I'm in. This was a big area this hurricane hit between Northwest North Carolina, Kentucky, Tennessee, Southern Virginia. Some people may have got help. Maybe they did, but everyone that I've talked to and have been working with are getting nothing. I was basically raising money on my Venmo when I first got there because we needed dumpsters, which were overpriced by $1,000. We needed
Mhm.
gravel. We needed culverts. And these people didn't have the money even for that. They couldn't do it. So thankfully, we've had so many people behind us and behind me in our county here in Floyd County, Virginia, giving me culverts, giving me
Mhm.
whatever I need to go down there and help these people out because
Right.
it's not our job to do this. You know,
Right.
we shouldn't have to worry about this.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm starting to second guess the insurance on my home here in Floyd, Virginia, on top of a mountaintop because
Wow.
whatever our system is, it's not working.
Wow. But there are people helping down there. It's kind of a makeshift cruise here and there, right? It's not necessarily coordinated.
It's not coordinated. And at first, it was just a free for all. It was just, you know, where can I go to help somebody get their car out of their driveway? Where can I go to help somebody pull a few trees out of their living room so that maybe they could start putting their lives back together? And we were all doing it for free. Whether it was me coming out of Floyd, Virginia, companies coming out of Pennsylvania, people coming up from Florida. Another problem was all these people that didn't have homes were now trying to stay in hotel rooms. They couldn't because they were only letting the workers stay there. So
Mm.
all these people, thousands of people that were coming in to help, were now in these hotel rooms or in
Mm.
sleeping in their pickup trucks or tents out beside the road. It
Mm.
was, I don't know. I just it's frustrating for all of us to be down there
Mhm.
and to be working with nothing and using our own funds. But then again, it's rewarding to help these families, and you can't just walk away from it. Me as an
Yeah.
individual, I can't even load my excavator on the trailer and leave,
Yeah.
you know, for a week. You know, I hate to leave them. I don't want to leave them down there, and they're being left.
Yeah. I really appreciate what you're doing. You're basically going down there every week. You're spending days. I appreciate that. How can someone help if they wanted to help, donate or whatever?
So I do have a GoFundMe. With the GoFundMe, they do take a very small percentage. We have to keep receipts on everything that we spend the money on. And I hope that when I get done with this GoFundMe and I build these 2.5 homes, that there's money left over that I can give these people to rebuild their lives because they need everything. I have brought 5 loads of food and water and clothing and tools also down to North Carolina, which we've gathered here in Floyd, Virginia. But they need money now. They have all the clothes, they have stuff.
Mm.
If they don't have it, they can go to the distribution centers and get it. Some distribution centers are overwhelmed with stuff, but they're sharing with others now. You know, Christmas is coming, cold weather's coming, and the key now is to get homes built, get these people back on their feet, and the way to do that is with money.
I will definitely support that and donate as well. So if anyone
Thank you.
else would like to donate, I will put a link down below. Do what you can, but definitely people are in need. It's unfortunate that we're not getting the help we want from the government. You know what? We're just going to do it as a grassroots thing, and I'll put that link down below.
Just the stress alone, everything they worked for, everything that they had, and they thought they were done working, and they thought they could settle down, and they completely lost everything. And is all they can do is rely on other people.
Yeah,
it's really overwhelming. It's emotional. It's just ridiculous.
Wow. Okay. Well, I really appreciate what you're doing. Let's see if we can all come together and help and support these people down there. Thanks very much. And let's roll in some footage that you gave me, and I'll put that in the rest of the video.
I'm here with Chris and Angela. I'm here with Jimmy, Caden, Arlene at the house that I've been doing some work on, trying to get the mud and stuff cleaned up out back. And this is the home that we're going to be taking down to rebuild for them.
Financially, we have zero help. We've been denied by insurance twice. We've been denied by FEMA twice.
They did get a little bit of FEMA money, but not even close to what they need to rebuild.
We're dependent on just the generosity and kindness of other folks.
Yeah. So we will be rebuilding this family a new home. They've been through hell. I was here shortly after the storm, did what I could at the time. Your house was condemned. The mountain basically came down behind this house and just went right through it. This is now a flood zone. We're going to take this house down. We're going to build them a new house, and we need your support. And these people do not have the money to rebuild these homes. This is a couple $100,000 hit right here. So help us out on GoFundMe. I've got people behind me that are thinking of you guys, and we're going to make this happen. Thank you to all the people that have been helping on this project and all the other projects around. I'm not the only one down here doing this. To help these families down here in Boone, North Carolina, and all over, North Carolina, Western North Carolina, Tennessee, Kentucky, because they're not getting the help. So let's give them some support.